This man is one of the most expert rehabilitators of severely aggressive dogs on the planet, and we've been following his work on television for years. Cesar 911 airs Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern on Nat Geo Wild. The first episode of Season 3 premiered last Friday. The second episode of Season 3 airs this Friday, along with his dog, Junior. Yeah. Cesar Millan, good to see you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
How quickly can you size up a dog?
Assessment and evaluation have to be done right away because the animals assess you right away. So if you're fearful, you're nervous, you're anxious, they know right away at a distance. So you have to do the same thing.
Sure.
It's pretty much almost like in a boxing match, you have to assess your opponent.
Sure.
Yeah, you have to focus on their weaknesses, and that's how you're going to pretty much win.
But how, and this is the most important question, how quickly can you size up an adult, a human being, a dog owner? Because that is where the issues, in my mind, are. Not with the dog, it's usually with the owner.
Yeah, humans are really good at lying.
Is that so?
Yes, yes. So people can say, you can ask them how you feel, and they're going to say, I feel okay. But if you have a dog right next to it, the dog is going to tell you exactly how they feel. So if the human is anxious, the dog is going to be anxious. If the human is nervous or tense, the dog is going to be, because that's what he's getting the message from. So even if you say you're okay, the dog will tell you the truth.
Let's say somebody who's listening or watching the show, Cesar, lives next to a dog that's constantly barking.
Yeah.
And they don't know what to do about that, and they maybe want to go talk to the owner of that dog. What can they possibly do in a situation like that? Just from your own knowledge of what you normally see.
You have to understand that the dog is not their choice to bark as a way of entertaining themselves. That's not what they were born to be. So if the only reason what they do that is because they has nothing else to do, right? So we have to have empathy for the dog. Now, for the human, we have to have patience because most people don't think they have a problem. Or if they have a German Shepherd, they believe that that's what they do. That's what the breed do, right? So they say, well, that's what dogs do. They bark. That's what breeds do. That's what, they bark. So a lot of people don't think they can fix the problem. Or a lot of times when they tell them how to fix the problem, they don't want to. So a lot of people are in denial. A lot of people are lazy about it.
Well, is there something portable that we can give, like the listeners or viewers? I know each case is an individual case, but is there something that you find normally that is prevalent amongst misbehaving dogs?
For example, if I have a neighbor that bark, the dog barks, and obviously I will say, can I walk your dog? That would be the easiest way, right? And believe
yourself,
it or not,
you go ahead and I'll take your dog.
So I can bond with the dog, so the dog can actually relate to me in a friendly manner.
Okay.
But if I'm going to influence the dog, I'm going to influence with scent. So a lot of times what I do is I bring a lavender oil and I rub it in my hands, and that triggers relaxation in the brain of a dog. So repetitions of that will make the dog believe that what I want is relaxation.
It's like a spa treatment in a way?
Well, yeah, it's a scent treatment.
Interesting.
Before people used to use vinegar, and that will make the dog walk away from the fence.
Yeah.
Right? So the scent can trigger relaxation, or the scent can trigger retrieve.
Lavender oil.
Lavender oil is for calming purposes.
I'm here with Cesar Millan here on the Rich Eisen Show. Cesar 911. What do you hope that people can get out of seeing this show?
Well,
Cesar?
I mean, we were talking in the green room, and we agree on the same thing. It's not the dog's fault. I think the dogs are simple. We make it complicated for them. Exercise is very important for a dog. Mental stimulation is extremely important for a dog. And then it's the affection: exercise, discipline, affection. This is a formula that all dogs can benefit from. Homeless people have dogs. So why the homeless person have a dog that doesn't have issues? Because they walk a lot. So the dog is always tired versus a dog that come to me. This is a dog that barely walks. So when a dog accumulates energy, it's the same thing if a child accumulates energy. That energy is going to go somewhere. As parents, we have to exercise our children. We have to give them rules, boundaries, limitations, of course, reward their behavior. Right.
And I notice you've got two kids, Calvin and Andre, who do similar work.
Well, Calvin has a show on Nickelodeon, right? Mun stuff. And Andre has a show on Nat Geo Wild, which is Pet Talk. So both of my boys are following the footsteps. We are doing our own dog dynasty.
No, and I love that. And we've been having this conversation on the show with our listeners and viewers about naming your kids after somebody, maybe from the world of sports. Did you have that?
I did. I named Andre. Actually, Andre is from Andre Agassi. The tennis player? The tennis players. Yeah, so it's my name, and then, of course, Andre. And, of course, we name him Andre. We call him Andre.
So you just liked Agassi's style?
I just love tennis. I love tennis, and I love, at that time, that was the guy who was winning. And I said, I want my son to be like this guy.
So what's your game like? Do you play tennis?
I used to. I'm good at ping pong.
Oh, that's normally your...
I just shorten up the distance.
Yeah, you shorten up the distance. And plus, the tennis ball is what Junior loves.
This guy now has become the tennis player.
Junior is just like, he's just after all the tennis balls. Yeah. Maybe we'll throw one outside. And Calvin is just...
Calvin is focusing on children 2 to 5. You know, it's all about prevention. So he's teaching kids to puppets and real dogs who are trained. You know, how to approach a dog, how to be respectful to a dog, how to communicate with a dog. So everything that I'm teaching grown-ups, he's teaching it to children.
No, I meant, did you name him after anybody in particular?
Calvin actually was named by my ex, and so Calvin came from Calvin and Hobbes.
The cartoon.
And it's just like him.
Oh, I thought maybe it would be like Calvin Johnson of the Detroit Lions or something like that.
She didn't watch sport, man.
Okay. I've got a phone call. Would you like to take one from our listenership? Yeah. Jared in Dayton, Ohio, you are on with Cesar Millan here on The Rich Eisen Show. Jared?
Yeah, Cesar, I just had a quick question. What's the best piece of advice for a mailman?
Are you a mail carrier, Jared?
Yes, I am.
And how much do you deal with dogs?
We deal with dogs on a daily basis.
Yeah, every day.
I've got a German Shepherd that looks like it wants to hop over the fence and eat me every day.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any...
You know what happens with the mailman? The mailman does the behavior of fight-flight. So mailman comes, moves forwards, and then retrieves. So a dog feels like this human is teasing them. Because first they confront them, and then they walk away with it. So this is why it's so important for people just to really be considerate about, you know, there's people coming and doing the service like male people, where exercise plays a big role, because most of the time the dogs have nothing else to do, and the mailman is a very consistent visitor.
But is there anything that the mailman...
Well, first is you ask permission to the owners, because a lot of people don't like when you give cookies to a dog, and that's the easiest way to redirect and to associate, or to create a friendly association, especially with a mailman. But at the same time, first you have to wave the scent, because if you give the cookie when the dog is at a barking state of mind, he can bite, because you're offering something when this brain is barking.
Sure.
So first you wave it, disengage the barking, create curiosity, then you offer the food.
Jared, does that help at all for you?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, maybe you should deliver more lavender oil.
Yeah, cover all the mail with it, right?
I cover all the mail, that's right. Yeah,
Jared, thank you for calling, Jared. I hope that helps. Hey, Cesar, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Stick around if you don't mind for a television-only segment, so we'll go throw a ball with Junior.
You hear that, Junior?
Junior, you want to throw a tennis
with the
ball?
ball?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he got up. His tail's wagging. Looks like Chris Law at lunchtime. Cesar Millan, star of Cesar 911, Nat Geo Wild, every Friday night at 9 Eastern Time. Back with more of your phone calls in a moment. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, spending one more segment with Cesar Millan. Where's Law? Does he not want to come out here and be part of this?
No. I'm getting ready for an interview.
The disembodied voice.
I got you.
Okay, so
okay, well.
Boy, Junior's locked in here.
Yeah, he's ready. This is the concentration. This is what you want. You want to have the speed, you want to have the concentration, and you want to have the release.
What do you mean?
Very important.
Okay.
Well, when it...
Oh, he doesn't want... I dropped it.
That one. Yeah,
So you don't say drop it? You just make that
Well,
noise?
drop it whatever you want. The sound is irrelevant. They don't understand what you're saying.
Oh,
but
really?
It's very important that you have the speed. The speed is easy, right? The running, the going for the ball is piece of cake.
Nice.
The concentration, very important.
Nice.
Bringing it back.
Look how happy this dog is.
It's pretty much like football.
Yeah, right.
Junior.
How do we know what's a catch when the dog...
That's just the gums, all right?
Is that what that is?
Yeah, the gums? Yeah, the bite. Go back, go back.
Nice.
Nice. The catch.
Out of the air, that's good. If this dog's left-handed, that'll make him $10 million. There you go.
Beautiful dog.
We had a guy call in and say something about his pet bull used to like his friends. Now he doesn't like his friends anymore.
Well, you want to start all over from the beginning, right? The walk is very important. Trust me. If you walking the dog is the easiest way to make a dog a friend. You know, the stroller, you know, when people do the stroller with the baby, the strollers become the pack leader, because the stroller is in the front.
Sure.
Right? So the more people do that kind of walk with the baby, the more the baby becomes the pack leader. You want to be the pack leader. The pack leader is the coach. The pack leader is the quarterback. So in every group is a pack leader. It's just my clients lose their control because the dog becomes their pack leader. Very important.
It is very important. So this guy should have his friends take the dog for a walk.
Take it for a walk. A lot of people feel apprehensive about it, so you can always put a muzzle on a dog.
Okay,
you know, just like wearing the helmet. Well, a lot of times the muscle makes the person become more comfortable because it's not going to get physically hurt.
Sure.
And then slowly the dog learns that everybody relax because it will pick
There you
up
go.
on your tension.
Sure.
You know?
All right. Thanks, Junior. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, sir.
You bet.
Appreciate it. Thank you,
You
guys.
bet. Friday nights on Nat Geo.
Nat Geo Wild.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.